everybody, it's Jessica here from Dewar Yoga, and thank you so much for joining me today. Today's practice is a really lovely practice for people who are either wanting something gentle, just a nice gentle practice which is going to work your whole body, or something a little more therapeutic. So it could be that you're recovering from an injury or illness, or managing an injury or illness, and so we need to practice in such a way that we're not trying to force the body into anything too strong or anything that's going to potentially aggravate. So today's practice is perfect for anybody who's just wanting to ease their way either back into the practice, or you just need to pull back for a little bit. And being okay with that pulling back. Something I want to encourage you all to do if you are going through a bit of a challenging time health-wise is practicing loving kindness, because that is firstly the most important, the most fundamental part of the practice in any sort of, healing, is making sure that we are being kind to ourselves. Accepting where we are in that moment, as much as it might be a real challenge for us to do, we need to come to terms with exactly where we are, because where we are, there is an opportunity for learning there and an opportunity for growth. It may not be as obvious as we would like it to be, but there is always an opportunity for learning and growth if we so choose to look for it. So let's try and put a positive spin on whatever it might be that's going on for you, and then bringing yourself back into the mat, coming back into your body and exploring all the sensations, whether it be the physical sensations, emotions that start to come up for you, so that we can work with it all as you journey back to health. All right, everybody, what I've got with me as we prepare to get started is a block and a blanket. You may not need either of these. However, if you're wanting a little bit of help with some of the poses, if you have any trouble with your knees, or if you have trouble sitting in a cross-legged position, then having either of these will be very helpful. All right, let's get started, everyone. So I'm going to start the practice today with a blanket. Blanket's nice and comfortable to sit on. So I'm going to just fold it, and I'm going to place it under my butt so that I can just get a little bit propped up, just so I'm sitting a little bit higher, and I've got a nice tilt through the pelvis there. It's helping me to lengthen through the spine. So you don't have to use one. If you feel really comfortable with a nice straight spine sitting flat on the floor, then absolutely do so. But otherwise, grabbing a block or your blanket so that you can feel nice and comfortable for your meditation. So in this easy cross-legged position, let's just take the hands out to the side, selecting a mudra, whatever mudra feels good for you. Today I'm going to start with chin mudra, and then extending through the fingers, shoulders relaxed, and then just gently closing your eyes. And starting to bring your attention, your awareness to your breath. Allowing your breath to be your anchor to this moment. We're not trying to stop the thoughts, we're just trying to focus them. And so given that in the practice today we are potentially addressing some pretty big stuff that we're working through, let's bring our attention, our awareness to the heart space, taking your breath to the heart space. As you inhale, notice this beautiful expansion through the chest. As you exhale, allowing the chest to soften, relax. Every single time you breathe into this heart space, thinking about or drawing into your body love, kindness. And as you exhale out, perhaps visualizing that you're now sharing that with those around you. Something that is so very special about the breath is knowing that it doesn't matter where we are, what our situation looks like. We can always find stillness, we can always find calm with our breath. As we sit here quietly, just bringing the attention now to the physical body, scanning from your toes all the way to the crown of your head. And just noticing, how do you feel? Are there any parts of the body that feel a little uncomfortable at the moment? A little tense? Perhaps there are parts of the body that have softened, relaxed. And checking in with how you're feeling energetically today. It could be that you're feeling really full of energy, bounced out of bed this morning. Or it could be that you're feeling a little lethargic, a little flat. Knowing that whatever comes up for us is fine. It's totally fine. That's where you're meant to be in this moment. We just need to know this so that we can work with it. Take another big deep breath in. And exhale out. Drawing the hands behind the back, holding to the right wrist. As you inhale, gently open through the chest. Draw the shoulder blades back. As we exhale, just gently start to bow forward. Now this doesn't need to be far. We can stay up nice and high. Just a little bit of a bow. And then inhale to lift all the way back up. Releasing your hands. And with a few gentle blinks, coming to open your eyes. Namaste. All right, everybody. From here, we're going to get started right away in a standing position. So I'd like you to come up, find your way up slowly, slowly. Just putting your props to the side for the time being. And then when we're here in this standing position, starting with your feet together and hands are onto your waist. And then we're going to shift the weight now to the left leg, grounding down through the left leg. Let your right toes just touch to the floor. And then from here, just lift that right foot up. I want you just to scrunch through your toes. Relax. Scrunch. Relax. Scrunch. Relax. Scrunch. Relax. Very good. Rotate for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's come the other way now for 1, and 2, 3, 4, and 5. Exhale down. Very good. Changing sides now. Shift the weight to that right foot. Left toes touch to the floor. Inhale, lift that leg up. And then from here, just scrunch and relax. Scrunch, relax, scrunch, relax, scrunch, and relax. From here, rotate for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Other way. Don't worry if you fall out of this. 1, and 2, 3, 4, and 5. Exhale, back down. Very good. This next pose, we're now going to just take the hands onto the knees and keep that lower belly pulled in for this one. And then my hands are very, very softly placed onto the tops of my thighs. Toes down, and then just rotating through the hips now for 1, and 2, feeling the belly pull to the spine. 3, 4, and 5. Good. Let's come the other way now for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale to come all the way up, back to standing. This time, let's stay in this standing position. Extend your hands out nice and wide. Fingers are spread nice and, fingers are extended, is what I'm trying to say. The energy is drawn down to your fingertips. What tends to happen here is the hands get lazy. We don't want them to be lazy. Have the energy down into your hands. Keep these shoulders strong. And then from here, I want you just to scrunch through the fingers and then relax. Scrunch, relax, scrunch, relax, scrunch, relax. Very good. Thumbs into the hand. Hold onto that thumb now. For 1, we're going to rotate. And 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's come the other way for 1. Keep the shoulders strong. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Spread the fingers wide. Turn your palms up towards the sky. Then bring your fingertips in to touch to your shoulders. Keep these arms strong and engaged. Extend them back out. And again, draw them in and extend. Yes. Draw them in. Very good. Extend them all the way up. 1 more. Bring them in and then all the way out. This time, bring the fingers to your shoulders, bring your elbows together. As you inhale, take the elbows all the way up. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take them all the way back. And then squeeze the shoulder blades together as you then circle back to the front. So again, together, up, back, and down from the side. So you can see together, up, back, and down. Together, it's a little bit awkward, up, back, and down. One more like that, together, up, back, and down. Now it's gonna get a little more awkward again. Take your elbows down, back, so squeeze your shoulder blades, lift up, and then back to center. Very good, down, back, up, and to the front. Down, back, up, and to the center. One more, down, back, up, and to the center. Then when you're there, release. Roll out through your shoulders. Give them a nice roll. If anybody here who's watching this video today, if you have any trouble with your neck or shoulders, that is a really good practice to do as often as you can, just to get a nice release through your neck and shoulders. All right, through this next pose, what we're actually going to do is we're going to be challenging our balance and coordinating our breath at the same time. So if balance is not your thing, this is a really good one to practice. So I'm gonna do this from the side for you to start with. So all we're doing, we're starting with the feet together. Now, if balance really is very tricky for you, take your feet about hip width apart. Hip width apart, it'll make it a little less challenging. Not a lot, but a little. But otherwise, if you feel pretty comfortable with balance, start with your toes together. Your hands are beside you and your palms are pointing back. To the back of the room you're in. Then as we inhale, we're going to just come up onto our tippy toes, lift the hands up, and extend, reaching from the waist to the fingertips. Exhale, let's simultaneously lower the hands down. Little by little, we come down with the hands coming beside the hips as the heels touch the floor. Let's try that again. Inhale, lift up. Breathing in and out through the nose. And exhale, slowly, slowly, lower yourself back down. Heels touch the floor as the hands come beside you. Inhale, lift up. Stay with your drishti, your focus point. Exhale, gently down. Inhale up. Exhale down. If you're falling out, don't worry, just come back when you can. Last one, inhale. Exhale back down. And then releasing, taking those heels down. Very good, everyone. All right, we're gonna start getting a little bit wider now. This time, taking your feet nice and wide. Something I want people to always remember is if we fall out of a pose, we fall out of a pose. Okay, that's totally fine. Try again. If something's not right for us, okay, also just it's not right for us in that moment. That's all right. And especially when you're coming through something like what you're potentially going through at the moment, we need to be kind to ourselves and remember that, hey, we're not at our normal functional capacity, so let's just give ourselves a bit of a break. Feet hip width and parallel. It's not hip width, oh dear. Not hip width, feet are wide and then parallel to one another. Then extend your hands out to the side. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Take a big deep breath in. And then as you exhale, just come over to the right side. Take your top hand up and over, and if you can, look up towards that top hand. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, let's come to the other side, looking up. Otherwise, look straight ahead if the neck is sore. Inhale up. Exhale, reach over. Inhale. Exhale, over. Inhale, center. Exhale, back to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, and then exhale, left. Good. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Last one. Inhale up. Exhale, and take it over. Let's come back to center. Inhale, and then exhale, hands onto your waist. We're coming into a nice forward fold from here. Now, for this particular pose, I'm going to use a block to come down. If you don't have a block, get a book or something that gives you a little bit of height. Only if you're having trouble with a wide-legged forward fold, okay? So I'm going to get this block, and I'm going to place it just in front of me like this. And then from here, we start with our hands onto the waist, open up through the chest, and squeeze those shoulder blades together. Take a big deep breath in, and as you exhale, hinge from the waist, slowly, slowly come down. With control, we're moving down. Then just taking your hands onto this block. From here, and this is really important to remember, if you do have any trouble with your neck, then I would like you to keep your gaze down, okay? Down or straight ahead, probably down. Otherwise, if the neck feels really good, really free, then you can turn to watch your hand or look at your hand. So squeezing in through your belly. As you inhale, raise your right arm up towards the sky and look to that top thumb. Exhale, taking that hand down. Inhale, left arm lifts. Exhale, back down. Inhale, right. Exhale, down. Inhale, left. Exhale, down. Good. Inhale, right. Exhale, down. Keep your feet nice and firm. Inhale, left. And exhale, back down. One more either side. Inhale, right. Exhale, down. Inhale, left. Exhale, down. This time we're going to hold here at the center point. Big deep breath in. Exhale, let's see if we can fold a little, taking the head towards the floor. You may stay up a little bit higher, that's okay, and just be there. But try to relax your neck. Try to relax. For 2. No tension in your neck or shoulders. 3. If anyone here has the capacity to take the head down to the floor, take it down. Otherwise, stay higher. 4. And 5. Let's inhale and gently press our way up. Press into your feet. Keep yourself nice and strong in this pose. Those legs are working. Your core is working. Then hands onto your waist. Inhale. Let's come all the way up to standing. And then exhale. Just heel-toe your feet in together. Give your legs a little bit of a shake. And then release. Relax. All right. Let's put this block to the side. We're now coming into some poses down onto the floor, where we're going to stay nice and low for these ones. So let's just start by coming towards the top of our mats. Now, you may want to skip this pose if coming down onto the floor or folding is a little uncomfortable for you. That's okay, just come straight onto your belly when we come down for our cobra pose. But if, however, you feel pretty comfortable with folding, then we're going to inhale, come up, grab hold of opposite elbows, and then exhale, hinge from the waist. Trying to keep those elbows aligned with the hip. So we're not hanging here, rather we're keeping those arms lifted for a moment. One more big deep breath in, and then exhale, take your hands down and walk back into a downward facing dog. Just for a moment here. Extending all the way from the wrist to the hip, hip down to the ankle. Knees now come nice and wide. Toes together, buttocks back to the heels, stretch out, forehead down on the mat. Allowing yourself just an opportunity to catch your breath, slow it right down. And then lifting your gaze up. And this time we're going to make our way forward onto our bellies, preparing for a cobra position. So however you need to get there in your way. So for your cobra, if you are managing a bad back, keep your feet hip width apart for this one. If, however, the back feels really good, you can keep your toes and your heels together. For the purpose of this video with everyone today, I'm going to keep my feet hip width apart. Hands are next to your chest. Your thumbs are at nipple height. Think of it like that. And your elbows are just hugging to the side of your body. Forehead down, and your chin is tucked nicely in towards the chest. As you inhale, let's just gently peel the chest up off the mat. Exhale, come back down, forehead to the mat. Inhale to lift. Exhale, back down. Inhale up. Exhale all the way down. One more. Inhale to lift. We're going to hold this one here and play with taking your hands off the mat. For 1, just a bit of an extra challenge for the back. And 2, and the mind. 3, 4, and 5. Exhale, coming down. This time taking your chin onto the mat and take your hands just underneath your thighs a little bit. So my palms are up to the thighs, thumbs are pointing in towards the groin. Then from here, we're coming into Shalabhasana, your locust pose. Let's inhale to lift the chest, the legs, and roll the shoulders back. Exhale, let's gently come down. Inhale to lift. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more. Inhale. We're going to hold this one. Hold. Focus on the tip of your nose. 1. Don't worry about how high your legs are. They don't need to be too high. 2. Believe me, you'll be working. 3. And keep smiling. 4. Your body loves you. And 5. Exhale, gently release. Just take one hand on top of the other. Forehead down onto the back of your hand. And a gentle rock through the back. Nothing too crazy. Just releasing out through the back body. And just slowly coming to stillness. And we're going to gently lift up, roll over onto your back. And when we found our way there, just coming down with your feet about hip width apart, preparing for a bridge position. Fingers are touching to your heels, and draw your shoulder blades under so you have a nice opening up through the chest already. From here, we want to think about keeping the thighs, the core, the glutes all switched on so that we're very engaged, very active in this pose. So keep pressing those up, drawing those shoulder blades together, get a bit of an arch through the back. Then let's inhale to slowly just peel the hips up towards the sky. Exhale, gently down. Little by little, we're just noticing each vertebra slowly coming back onto the mat. Inhale to lift. Feel your whole body rise. Your whole body is engaged. Exhale, back down. Inhale up. Exhale down. This really is one of my favorite poses. Inhale up. And exhale back down. In fact, I have many favorite poses, but this is definitely up there. Inhale, lift all the way up. Let's hold this one at the top now. Roll your shoulders under a little bit more. If you can, interlock your fingers, draw the hands down the mat. Be there for 1. This time, notice if your knees are falling to the side, bring them in a little closer, squeeze between the inner thighs. 3, inhale, lift a little bit higher. Can you press the hips higher to the sky? 4, and 5. Exhale, slowly releasing the hands, and little by little, taking your whole back body back, down onto your mat. And when you've made your way there, bringing your legs in, give your knees a hug. Bit of a rock from side to side, perhaps closing your eyes. Always coming back to loving kindness. If there's any thoughts that are going on for you which are unhelpful, cancel them out. We don't need them. Always trying to be as lovely to ourselves as we can be, because you deserve it. All right, we're going to go give our hips a little bit of love and attention, and in doing so, your core is going to get a nice workout too. All right, we love core work. So, I want you to take your legs down the mat, flex through your feet. Now, anybody who has any trouble with their back, any back pain, you may like to take your thumb and index finger and create a diamond shape just below or around the sacrum, basically, that's sacrum area. So got a little bit of a ledge there to help balance on. Just takes the pressure out of the lower back. But otherwise, if it feels pretty good through the back, take your hands beside you, Or you can take your hands, interlock the fingers, and take the hands underneath the head, elbows out to the side. That's just gonna make it even stronger again. You choose your variation. So flex through the feet. I was trying to come up with something clever there, but it was not happening. All right, so just flex through your feet. And then from here, engage your legs. You want to feel your kneecaps pull up and keep them switched, the legs switched on. As you inhale, just lift the right leg up to 90 degrees or your version of 90 degrees, wherever that is. Exhale and slowly down. If you feel it clicking through the hip, it's all good. Inhale, left leg lifts this time. Exhale and gently down. Inhale, right. Exhale, down. Keep those legs engaged. Inhale, left leg. Exhale, down. Inhale, right. Squeezing through the belly. Exhale, lower. Inhale, left. You can probably hear my hip click. Exhale, back down. Inhale, right. And exhale, back down. Last one, inhale left. Exhale, all the way back down. This time we're going to point the toes. Take your hands overhead. Firstly, give yourself a beautiful stretch. From your toes to your fingertips, lengthen everything out. It's so lovely at this point. And then from here, we're going to keep these arms overhead. Coming into a practice called Pavana Muktasana. It's actually a wind relieving practice, but it's very good for your hips and for your core. So if those of you who have any trouble with your neck, I want you to keep your head on the mat for this one. If the neck feels good, then you can lift up with me, but otherwise keep your head down on the mat. So let's take a big deep breath in. Lengthen from your toes to your fingers, extend. As you exhale, bring the right knee up, interlock the fingers around the shin, and take your forehead up to touch that knee or thereabouts. Inhale, extend all the way back. Exhale, left side, lift all the way up. Inhale, extend. Exhale, right. Inhale. Exhale, left. Inhale. Exhale, right. Inhale. Exhale, left side. Almost there. Inhale. Exhale, right. Inhale. Exhale, left. Last one. Inhale. We can feel the fire burning. Exhale, right. Inhale. Stretch it out. Exhale, left side. Very good. Inhale. Stretch it all the way out. This time, stay there. Whew. And release. Releasing your hands. Bring those knees back into your belly. So good, everybody. So good. A little bit of a rock from side to side. Perhaps close your eyes. Taking your feet down onto the mat about hip width apart. And then just windscreen wipe your knees from one side to another. It doesn't need to be too far. Whatever feels comfortable for you. You can kind of just drop your feet in, drop your knees in. Let yourself just really relax in these twists. And then everybody, I'd like you to perhaps come into any other final poses that you may like to practice at this point. But otherwise, if you're feeling pretty good here, then extending your legs all the way out for Shavasana, allowing your whole back body to rest, turning your palms up to the sky and closing the eyes. If you do have trouble with your back, then rest with your knees bent and let your knees just fall into each other. And that'll just take the pressure off the lumbar. Allowing your shoulders to relax, perhaps taking the shoulder blades under. And let's take a couple of cleansing breaths together. Big deep breath in. Exhale, sigh it out. One more inhale. And exhale, sigh it out. And allow everything to relax. And allow yourself time now to be here for as long as you need.